Welcome back, y'all. It's Thursday. This is the Saturday race that I did, May 11th. This is the Zwift Insider Tiny Race Series. I put this series up every Thursday. Thank y'all for watching this today on Thursday. First of all, let me get to y'all. I want to ask that y'all keep subscribing. I'm trying to get to 300 subscribers by the end of May. Come on, y'all. Let's do that. Let this mayhem go. Let's get to 300 subscribers by the end of this month. Also, I want to thank y'all for y'all comments. Thank everyone who gives me comments. Y'all give great comments. Y'all give great advice. Thank y'all for that. Really, really thank y'all for that. Also, I want to ask y'all to try to get this video up to 100 likes. I'm really trying to get my videos to 100 likes. So I've never had one. The most I think I've ever had was like 63 likes in a video. But if y'all can help me get up to 100 likes, man, it'd be greatly. If you like anything I do, the comments, the way I talk, some of the little things I'm starting to do now, if you like any of that, give me a like. It's just a simple like. And like I say, give all of us a like. Swifty Swiffer, Don't Get Dropped, Norwegian Watts, Ryan Condon, man, all of us need them. So if you like, man, give us all a like. If you watch our videos, we give you any kind of enjoyment for 2 minutes, 1 minute. Hey, just get a like. It's just a swift punch of the button, man. Just give us a like on that. Thank you very much for that. I don't like to have my openings last too long, so with that, we're going to go ahead and get into these races. I'm going to let you know in this first race, I had a couple of issues time the race started, but what we're going to do now is get on into this race. And we're off. And as we take off on this race, you can see, and you see as the issue started, my system wasn't reading, and when I didn't take off with everybody else, it became hard to get up to this pack. So I'm trying to catch up to this pack. And I have to remember, these are fresh leg seasons. These guys really have fresh legs. So I was really trying to catch up to them. But man, if you can see, man, I wish I had just paid attention and waited till I got a downhill spot. I know one was coming and then mess with it and just left the watch where it was, but it wasn't reading. And that was the problem. I need my weight balance because all my systems up there that you see up there, I use. And as you see, I draft off people. When I come down the hill on a draft, man, sometimes that thing will jump. I've seen it jump up to 500 when somebody's in front of me just right. So as you see, I come around on here and I'm trying to draft off of them, but I know this hill is coming. I know this route. It's 2 rounds on this one, and I know what this route is about. So as we come around on this route, I know at this bottom here, I need to hit it. But as I come up, I think I burnt a lot out of me coming on here. Plus, something was wrong with my hydro this morning. I had forgotten to update my payment thing, so I fixed it, so I didn't ride. So I kind of came in after I did my stretches. I really hadn't worked my heart out before I got. Normally I work on my heart by, my heart rowing like 10 minutes or 15 minutes before I ride. And then when I roll on the hydro for 15 minutes, and then I wait about 40 minutes, and then I get on the bike. So I always roll the hydro about an hour before I race. So I'm really coming in here with like fresh lungs, fresh legs. I hadn't run none. I had been off the bike for like 4 days. Actually, yeah, I had got off on here Tuesday, so it'd be Thursday by the time it was Saturday morning when I rode again. So it's been almost 4 days. So I kind of didn't have the push right here. I was trying to, but I just could not catch up to them. These guys are rolling, and I just couldn't catch them here. I ended up being back, I think I'm at 34 right now, and you can see I'm just kind of just riding with them. I'm trying to catch up to them, let's be honest. I'm trying to catch up to them, but they pulled off right there, and it was just whatever bit mileage they were doing, I kind of just met up and matched with them, so it was just hard to catch them right here. And I kind of just I decided that instead of trying to go all out and try to just power all the way back into the front of the pack, that I would just maintain where I'm at, don't let nobody pass, try to keep people from passing me, and hold this spot. So I'm doing the Game of Thrones, hold the door. I'm holding, I'm trying to hold off everybody right here. I'm holding the door. I'm just trying to hold it right here. I'm trying to keep anybody from passing me, and I'm trying to hold on to this 34th spot because right now, trying to catch them in this middle of this, I know I would have had to burn a lot of energy, and there's 3 more races out here on this thing. And I figure by the end of this one, my heart will be warmed up, and I'll be ready to go. So I put the power in, try to stay where I am. I thought maybe I might have a little chance of catching them, but I realized when I got up here, it was no chance of catching them. And that pack was gone. You can see they're gone. And so it's no sense in trying to burn myself out trying to get to them. I can see them every once in a while, but for the most part, as you can see, as we come with the lumpy lumps, they're really gone. So I just decided what I was gonna do is just ride out like I'm doing now and just hold on to my spot. So maybe if I could catch up with somebody to take their spot, but for the most part, I was just trying to roll on here and you know, like I say, get to the end of the race. And you can see as we come around here, right here, I come around there and I get up to 31. This one guy stayed on my tail right here. And we're just trying to get to the end of this race. Man, I must let you know that this race was quite, man, it was a hard one, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I felt this race. And I was glad it was actually over. But the funny thing is we had like 5 minutes to the next race, and that gave me a chance to get that done. So I was excited about that. I'm trying to hold off the guy behind me. I'm hoping I can. I see he's trying to take my little spot. So I'm trying to hold him off and just get on across the line. And every time you see, we make it. Now we're back for the next race. And this is the second race. This is the one that I think this is the better of all the races I did. Now you're gonna see on these races, you're gonna see something that's gonna continually happen on the next 3 races. But you will see that I am doing good. It's just I'm needing to adjust some things because I'm still racing with a D set, a D mindset. So when I'm moving up to C, I'm racing, but I need to change some of the things that I do. They're gonna be very helpful for me. But I'm learning. It's a learning thing. I've only been racing C for what, a month and a half now. I've only got in about 20 races. So I'm learning. You gotta remember, I've been riding D for almost 250 races. So right now, and I've only been racing since July of last year, 2023 of July last year, 2023, I've done about 300, I'm at about 250, 260 races total. So I'm putting in races, as you can see. So with that being said, remember, I don't like the intro's been too long. Let's get into this race. And we're off. And as you see, we take off on this race. You can see that I'm looking at everybody in front of me. I'm thinking about, okay, cool. I'm gonna stay right here in the pack. And what I did this time is make sure I didn't have no malfunctions, but I don't push myself too hard. And I think this one is a Dolphin. So it may be the Dolphin reverse or the Dolphin stretch, but Dolphin is one of my faster laps. So I kind of know with the rolling hills that as long as I get a good roll going, I'm good. And as long as I see, I can tell which Dolphin it is because we're climbing on the gold street. When it turns gold, that means it's the regular Dolphin. I think that is what it is. And if it's declining, it's the reverse Dolphin. So I kind of got an idea of what's going on. So as you can see, we come on here and we get the first power up. I can't remember what the power up. I think this power up was Arrowhead. And so we come down there, and as we come around here, I get out in front. I'm not trying to get out in front. It's just kind of what happens when I'm riding like this. I kind of get out in front. So we're riding pretty good. All of us are riding pretty good. But I'm sticking closely to the front of the pack, and it's just because this is a decline. Declines don't hurt me. I don't have to put a ton of wattage into it, and I can kind of just ride. Now, I do want them to get in front of me, but I noticed that a lot of people, if I don't back off, they will get in front of me. I mean, get behind me and ride right behind me. So, but look at that. Just one little move on a flat, and they hit it, and they passed me like I was standing still. You see, that's why I have to pay attention to everything. I think I looked away just for a moment and then hit the power in just right, and they will pass me with no problem. So I have to always pay close attention. That's another thing about C that I'm learning, that you have to pay close attention to everything that's going on. You just can't ride C and go, okay, I got it. No, you have to pay attention to everything. So as you can see, I'm looking at this and I'm riding, and I'm okay, when the gold streaks come up, right here, there's a decline. So this is I think this is the straight one. This ain't the reverse. So now what I'm trying to do is, once I see the mirror up on the wall, I know I can really take off, but that's something I would do in D. I would take off then. Right here, I'm in front. I'm trying to maintain the little speed that I got off that hill, but I know the end is coming up close soon. So I see the mirror right here. That means that everything from here on is a negative percentage, even a negative flat. So as we come around here, I'm trying to put it in, but I got to remember, I got to really put my watts up because they right here with me. As we come through here, as you see us get through the end of this, we coming through the end, and I'm coming back around. We on the last lap of this race. I totally forgot this was 3 laps. Sorry about that, y'all. So we go to the lumpy lumps. I'm totally sorry about that. And we go to the lumpy lumps, and we're getting close to it again. So now I have an idea of where I need to push. That's what I was thinking about on that. I had to figure out what the idea I need to do, where I push on this race. So as we come around here, you get really close to the end of this race, and you're gonna see a difference on here. So we come under here. I think we had the arrow helmet twice. So we're gonna go down through here. So what I need to do now is fight for the front of the race. That's what I'm trying to do right here. I'm fighting for the front. And you can see that I'm coming up on everybody, and I'm right here, I'm putting it up, I'm at 60 kilometers. I'm trying to hold that without over pushing myself. But what I really need to do is put in a lot more power right here. And that could probably get me to hold that 50 kilometers fast longer than I need to. So now as we come through, I'm looking for the mirror, and I know right here is where I gotta really put in my power. So as I get in here, I'm trying to push, and I'm really trying to push, and I'm worried about them coming up behind me. I'm looking at the speed, I'm at 50, but I noticed that somebody's doing 51, I see somebody that's doing 55, and it's like, it's hard for me to get it powered up, and they come around me, and this is what C's do. Man, I was pushing, I got fourth. I wanna thank y'all on that one, man. That was, whoo, I'm telling you, I was excited about that. With that being said, let's get over to the next race. Now we're back we're on the number 3 race. This race, we're gonna see a prevailing thing going along what you saw in that one, where I'm out in front, and what happens is I have them they get right behind me, and at the last moment, the last 250 yards, meters where I'm trying to actually put in, they're light enough where when they put in their power, since they can redline their numbers, and I haven't figured out how to redline mine, that's where the issues are coming in. Now I'm gonna give you an idea of what it's like for me to ride. Now I have rode a trainer. When I was at Trek let me ride a trainer in the building. And one thing difference between me on a trainer and me with the power pedals, which when I do get a trainer and I can ride with the power pedal, I'm gonna have both on. But with me right now, imagine, I think what they call it erg mode, where y'all turn off the pedals or it's just y'all pedaling. Imagine that's what I'm doing. It's like me racing, everybody's on 10 speeds, and I'm truly on a dirt bike. I got one gear, that's all I have. The only way I can make that to keep my power is to keep my tension up. So imagine me riding and you constantly keep that tension tight. That's what I have to do. And the way I measure out my power is how hard I'm hitting on the pedals. Now, I'm not ready to stand up on the bike. I don't feel that comfortable, but I don't like my intros going on too long. I don't give you an idea what's going on. Let's get into this race. And we're off. And as we take off, you can see that I'm with everybody. I'm trying to stay in the pack. I think this is the Dolphin again. We're on the reverse Dolphin this time. So we're going the opposite way. I want to say we had 2 laps or 3 laps on this thing. I cannot remember on this one. I think it's 3 laps. It's 3 laps on this one. So as we're going around, I'm riding and I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to be too far in the front, but this is a decline. Now, as we go to the incline on here, I let them get back in front of me because any little extra I can get off that draft, I want to have. Now, you see, my weight balance, I am chewing into this thing, but I'm not chewing into it hard. I'm trying to save what power I can because I want to really have a chance at the end of this race. So right here is where the climb at. I know that. I put it in, look at my weight balance. You see it going down real fast when I hit these climbs. But I need to hit it even harder than that because I need to know what to do with that. So as we come around here, I'm riding pretty good. I'm feeling great about the race. My legs are kind of feeling good. I don't caught my breath. I don't got good. We're doing the rolling hills. I know what we're going here. I know where to come in and attack on this hill. So I figure what I do is once we hit the rolling hills, that's where I got to start putting my speed in because we're going to hit that turn right now. And that's where I'm going to have to make my brakes. So at the end of that last rolling hill is where I'm going to have to do what I need to do. So as you see, we're coming around here on the second lap. And I'm behind the front guy. And I'm trying to stay in lock key. I'm trying to stay with them. I already have a plan of attack. I've done the math. I know what to do. I know where I want to hit this race at. I know where I want to get my chance of getting in the lead of this race. So I already have all that lined up in my head. So right now, all I'm trying to do is come back around on this race and try a couple of more things. So I know that we got this right here as a climb. Let me see, I'm trying to measure what I need to do. What I really need to do, man, is work on hitting about 9,000 watts on that climb. Even though it's not a powerful climb, that way I stay out in front with everyone. So we're coming back around to the end of this part of this race, and I want to know that, like when we hit the rolling hills on here, like I say, once we're in the rolling hills right, there's this quick drop right there, and that drop right there is where I got to start making my moves at. And then I can come around here and come to the end of the race, because there's not much left once you hit the rolling hills. And I come around here and I'm looking at it, and I know that they can come up on me with ease sometimes. Man, oh man, that's tandem. I remember you tandem, man. I forgot you was in this race. So they come around me at the end of this thing and they really be rolling, man. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, cool. What we're gonna do on this next one is once we hit the rolling hills, that's where I gotta make my attack. And I gotta hit it when we do that first dip. It's gonna dip down to like a negative 9%. I mean, a negative 5.9%. And when they hit that dip, I gotta go. And that's what I'm thinking in my head. So y'all gonna see this happen in the last 2 races. So I'm measuring it out, and I got tandem up in front of me. And you see, yeah, I got it set up. We're at the last 1,000 meters of this race, and we're coming around here. And now we're at the top. I'm staying with the pack. I'm putting the power in so I can stay with them. And I can stay. What I really should have did is got out in front. But I was trying to hold off just long enough so that when we come around here, I can hit that dip at the end, and then that give me a chance of winning this race. So that's what I was looking at. Now, like I said, I've been riding in a certain way for so long that I have to remember that I got to go a little different. Right here is where I need to start trying to hit 1,000 watts at. Right here. That'll give me enough run and start that I can actually hold people off. As you can see, I'm coming back through here, and I'm doing what I planned. I'm pushing it. I'm at 55, 56 kilometers, and I'm really pushing it, but I'm not pushing it hard enough. I'm thinking I'm doing good, but them guys come, look at them. When we hit this turn, I was at number 1, we hit the turn. When we come out of that turn, I'm at 10. Okay, y'all see that happen on that? Let's get into the next one. Now you see what happened on this race. As I came in the turn, we only had about 100 meters left, maybe less than that. In that one turn, I had 10 people jump out in front of me. That's how quick the race changes for me with the smaller guys being able to redline their numbers. I have to ride and ride and ride, lose weight and ride so I can get to where I can redline my numbers to give me that true sprinting power that they have. Because like I said, I can hit higher numbers, but it's a lot harder than when I first started. I used to be able to hit 11, 1,200 with ease. Now, it's a workout. I really have to strive for that. Now, with that being said, I said I don't like my intros going on too long. So what we finna do now is get over into this race. And we're off. As we take off, this is the last one. I'm thinking to myself, okay, cool, we're gonna do this. We're gonna get on here and we're gonna ride the group. I know what race this is. This is the Tokyo. I wanna say it's I think it's the Neo Lights cringe. So it's only 1 lap. So it's 1 lap, it says, but it's like I can't talk, I don't remember how the lap run, but it's supposed to be 1 lap. So as we come through this race, I'm riding out in front. I think it ended up being 2 laps. But anyway, as we're riding from front, I look up and I say, what I'm gonna do for the rest of this race is I'm just gonna maintain with that front pack. So that's my goal right now, because this is mostly a flat race. There's only a couple of spots where the lead, where you actually have a climb. And I think the climb is right when you come out of here. You come out of here, and there's a little area where we're gonna climb at the end. That's the only spot we really have a true climb at on here. I think it's maybe one more spot, but I think this is the only spot right here is where the climb at. So this is where you get the climb at. I think it only goes up to maybe 4%, but it's not a big climb. It's a small enough climb. And since I was thinking everybody else was just as tired as I am, and I do have the challenge of having the speed put in, I'm thinking I'm doing pretty good with that. So as we come around here, you see we're getting close to the end of this race. This race is not super long. It really not. But it's a real fast, high tempo race. So once we got this little climb right here, which is not really a big climb, I think it only goes up to 2.2, 2.3. We're back around here and we're coming back down, and I'm back in front, and I'm really measuring it out because I'm trying to figure out where I need to make this attack. I know that I'm gonna make the attack at the last 1,000 meters. At 500 is where I really want to make it. So what I'm trying to do is stay with the group and what I'm trying to do is anticipate the takeoff. So if we get down to 200 meters, nobody's taking off, that's when I'm truly gonna take off. But if we're at 500 meters and they take off, I know I can hold it then. So what I'm trying to do now is just hold on to where they're at with me. So as we're riding, I'm trying to get behind them and just stay in a close pack right here. You see the draft coming up. But what happens is they let me get in front because it was a negative right there. So I use that negative to get me up the positive hill. So now we climbing again. So what I'm doing is now letting the negatives push me up the hills. So as we come back around here, we're right at 1,000 meters away from the end of this race. And he's right there in front of me. And I'm trying to walk him down. I'm trying to get in front of him. I'm number 2. And we're riding pretty good. And I'm looking up and I see we got 700 meters to go. I'm thinking to myself, okay, cool, we're doing good. Now I got in the front. And you see my wattage, I'm not really pulling off yet. We're at the neck, I should have pulled right here. I should have started going right here because I would have been fine. But in my head, I can't do that no more. You see, that gave him just enough time to get back up on me. I go from number 1 to number 12 in a matter of seconds. So now I'm trying to fight back into the race. And And as you can see, I'm trying to fight back in. I'm dropped all the way down to 17th on this thing. Man, we come through here. I want to thank y'all for riding with me. I want to thank y'all for supporting me. Ride with this. Just have a great week. Thank y'all for supporting me. Have a great week. And with that, ride on.